What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Bitcoin Cash today. Shout out to the Dragon Riders in the House of the Dragon. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 13th of February, Friday the 13th, and here we are, $527 with roughly 9.5 hours left in the day. As I said, hit that like button. Shout out to the Dragon Riders. Here we are, 4.8% to the upside. Still not impressed by this movement. But it is nice, coming as low as 494. This was a minimum target that we had for support. Was like right in that area. Actually, I believe we said it possible to go just below this low, and you went just below this low, or something between this low and that low. That does suffice. What's this look like on Coinbase? Not a lot of volume there. Not a lot of volume at all. It seems like more of the same. It's as if you're consolidating. It looks like you're breaking out here, but here it doesn't look like you're breaking out, right? You see it? So something doesn't add up. You're finding a lower high still overall. I bet you come back down. I would bet you come back down. With that being said, from a low, to a high there, 382 up to your 069, kind of odd structure, but if you do come back down, we'll probably go to the 0.5 area, something around 480 to 465. That'd be my expectation. Probably. Which from the current price of 526 would be anything from about a 8.8% to a potential 12 to 13% drop. I could see it happening. Now, again, the same kind of point of failure to invalidate this target is just to get above 540. If we can get above 540, really get above these highs here on a daily closing basis, then any lower price actions it's not likely to happen. But for now, it does seem as though that's probably where we're going to go, especially with this here. I do like the volume building a little bit here, but it's not enough. Not enough yet. To be fair, we don't really need volume to come in. I know we're breaking out here. We don't really need volume to come in until we break out here, though, until we get above 540. So maybe this is just an incomplete move, and then we get up there. Let's look at the short-term stuff. Maybe I judged you too soon. I'm sticking with the downside for now, but let's look at the short-term stuff, and then we'll zoom out from there, okay? 1 hour time frame here. A little bit of bearish divergence on the 1 hour RSI, but you've kind of already made that move. It's such insignificant divergence. You've kind of already made that move. Stochastics coming back down, but they're bullish still. The MACD looks bullish here. I mean, it's hard to be bearish right there, that's for sure. 4 hour, the MACD kind of looks good here. I'm not going to lie, the MACD kind of looks good here. Stochastics also look good here. And the RSI, again, we kind of broke out of this like lower high phase that we were having right here. We broke out of that. And then you also broke out of this lower high, lower low phase right there. I don't know. There's some good things going on, guys, right here. Again, remember we were talking about finding support here. We didn't get all the way down there, but that's not a problem. Maybe we do. Maybe we find resistance here where we found resistance before, where we found resistance like other times as well. And maybe we do come down here. We get like a lower low with a higher low or something. I don't know if that happens. Still, the trajectory overall of the 4 hour RSI is a little bit positive. I don't know. It's enough to make me scratch my head. Normally in a situation like this where I'm pretty confident, come on, from a low to a high, I'm pretty confident that we're going to drop 8 to 12%. I would take a small position to sell and then put that small position back in there to buy, just for some fun and to add to the stack. But I'm not entirely sure. Things look good here. So this is what I'll say in times when we're not sure. We'll give you if-then statements, okay? If we get above these levels here, 440, 542, we get above there, then this is likely the low, and we will likely move higher. After all, from a low to a high, on what was a rather robust movement here, you tipped the 382 perfectly. And your volume technically is building. I mean, it's not a bad look. If I wasn't bearish on Bitcoin, maybe I'd be more bullish on this. But at the same time, Bitcoin Cash kind of moves independently of Bitcoin. It doesn't need Bitcoin's approval to do its things. We've seen Bitcoin crash and Bitcoin Cash pump before, hand in hand. I don't know. I'm going to be bullish here. I'm actually going to flip the script. I think that I am bullish now. We're going to say up, but that will be proven wrong. That gets vindicated once we get above 542. It's proven wrong. I would say once we get back below the 236. If we get back below $511, even if I'm not making a video and you see the price at 511, just know that not at 511, sorry, but below 511. If we're at like 405 or 505, 506, 510, and I'm not making a video, just understand I've become bearish like that, at least to prices around 479 to 457. 457, 479, I would be bearish down to there if this red line breaks here at 511, okay? As long as it prevails, so will we. And I would even go as far as saying a 4-hour close below here. If we wick below there, it might not be a problem. As long as we're not wicking too far below, as long as we're closing above here, I think that's really all that matters, above 511 there. Anyways, guys, I don't think I have anything else that I want to talk about, so I'm just going to end it there. If you like the video, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. The RSI on the daily time frame is breaking out of this lower high structure and lower low structure. It is breaking out of this. I didn't draw it perfectly, but even if I smidged it to the other side there, we're still breaking out of it. You bounced right off your 40. I think this is, and you double bottom down here on the RSI. You guys, I mean, when did we do this last time? We had a double bottom here. We got a double bottom here. We found support at the 40 here. We found support at the 40 right here or here, however you want to take it, one of these two. What did we do? We moved up. We kept moving up methodically. We moved up. We actually, look, the structure here when we moved up and then did this, it looks very similar to what we're doing now. And so do the readings. Even the stochastics, like it all looks very similar. And here we had a false cross on the green. We made it red, and then we false crossed the red, and now we're building. This actually looks like a good reversal. Wow. Shout out to the Dragon Riders, baby. I think we're going to ride. I think we're going to fly. We are bullish. I did a little head fake on you there in the beginning, but yeah, man, I think that we're going to see, we're probably going to continue to move up. Okay, so we're going to move up. What are we going to do? High to low here. The expectation, at least on my behalf, is that we probably don't stop at the golden ratio. We probably go a little bit higher. Let's say it's 620 to 650. We're back on that. 620 to 650, at least 571 to 591, but I don't think we stop here. 620 to 650. And we might see that next week. I doubt we see it over the weekend. We could make strides over the weekend. We absolutely could. We've moved up on the weekend before, but the weekends typically are kind of boring. You know, here, this Saturday here, we moved up a good 4.7%. That was a somewhat big day right there. So we can definitely move up over the weekend. I'm not expecting anything too exciting to happen. I think that the predominant portion of this movement up will take place next week. Cool. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Remember, my friends, we are on the precipice. This is a pinnacle moment in Bitcoin Cash's life. Its entire existence, where we are about to, if I could just draw straight lines, we're about to break out of this huge pattern. I mean, we've technically already moved out of it, but the breakout hasn't happened yet. And I think it starts here. I mean, this is just a glorious monthly looking candle right here. This is simply glorious right here. We'll see how it persists, how it continues. I mean, imagine by the end of this month we're closing above $600. Right? Imagine by the end of this month we're closing like 620 or higher. We're going to, from here, see both the lowest price in this whole range that we've been in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months. The lowest price that we've seen in 8 months will have happened this month, and we get the highest monthly close. You guys, that would be super bullish. That would be so freaking bullish. Talk about a bullish engulfing candle. I want one. Hit that like button, subscribe, get me a bullish engulfing candle for Valentine's Day. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.